Kate Garraway cut a stylish figure in an off-white trench coat as she arrived for work at Smooth Radio on Thursday. The presenter, 54, sported the chic ensemble with some leather leggings and a pair of double-buckle Chelsea boots as she headed to Global Radio Studios in London. Earlier in the day, Kate returned to Good Morning Britain, where she spoke about the struggles of filming her latest TV show with her husband Derek Draper amid his ongoing recovery from COVID. Wrapping up for the chilly March weather, Kate looked smart in a grey double-knit polo neck jumper. She styled her blonde dresses in bouncy waves and sported a radiant palette of makeup accentuating her natural beauty. Despite a challenging 2 years handling her husband's battle with coronavirus, Kate remained in high spirits as she strolled into the radio studio. It comes after Kate revealed to GMB viewers earlier that morning that her husband Derek had to be carried by production staff during filming for their Love Your Garden special. The presenter was talking about Tuesday night's episode, which saw her searching for ways to incorporate medicinal plants into her outdoor space in North London to help Derek, who is suffering serious complications after contracting COVID. When her colleague Susanna Reid remarked on how Derek looked so well on screen, Kate nervously agreed. However, she pointed out the fact that the show was actually filmed last year. She said, "That was actually Derek towards the end of last summer." She then went on to explain how the filming crew had to carry him into the garden as they were still in the middle of getting the house remodeled to help with Derek's care. Kate explained, "We still hadn't quite got the lift working to the garden, so it did involve the entire Love Your Garden team having to carry him down the stairs, so big thanks to their muscle." She then went on to speak about how much it meant to her to get Derek back in the outdoor space after he spent more than a year in hospital battling the virus and its after effects. "It was amazing to get him in the garden," Kate said. "Absolutely amazing. It was one of the things that when he was in the coma, I would say to him, 'I am going to get you back into your chair in the garden.'" While the idea of the garden was for Derek's benefit, Kate told GMB viewers how she's been growing her own plants to keep her family healthy, as well as giving her a hobby while caring her husband. "We want to make the garden into something more than just space to be. I really want to grow some plants that will actually improve our health and well-being," she said during the episode. "If you look past the initial beauty of the plants, it can give you so much more. I haven't quite proved you can grow yourself well, but I think I've definitely learnt you can grow yourself happier." It comes after Kate proudly showed the health and well-being garden she had created for her frail husband on Tuesday night's episode. Derek, who was put into an induced coma by doctors in March 2020 and could currently die if is left unaided for 3 days without expert care, beamed as Kate said, "This is your part of the garden." Filmed across the seasons from spring until harvest time, Kate battled terrible weather as she created 3 different beds of plants: medicinal, tea and aromatherapy. She said, "If you look past the initial beauty of the plants, it can give you so much more. I haven't quite proved you can grow yourself well, but I think I've definitely learnt you can grow yourself happier." The presenter visited Kew Gardens, where she learnt about the medicinal benefits of plants, and is inspired in her own garden to create a border of plants filled with antioxidant benefits, a separate tea garden and an aromatherapy garden. Growing 4 types of mint and swathes of lavender, Kate created her own herbal teas and room spray with the help of her son Billy, 12. Kate reflected, "This is going to be so much more than I thought it was going to be. I've taken the garden that's a place of family fun and turned it into something that's the way our family has to live now." Viewers took to Twitter to comment on the touching scenes. One wrote, "Great to see Dee smiling. All the best," while another added, "What a journey you have been on, Kate." A third viewer chimed, "Kate Garraway on Love Your Garden, a total natural, and the dungarees are very Felicity Kendall / The Good Life. Can only be a good thing. What a wonderful idea for their garden." While a fourth typed, "You're an inspiration, Kate." Another wrote, "Brilliant, am watching now." Last month, Kate gave a health update on Derek and revealed he is only able to sit in his wheelchair for 20 minutes at a time before he flags. The Good Morning Britain presenter appeared on This Morning to discuss her second documentary about Derek's recovery for COVID-19, with the star also detailing their trip to Mexico for Derek to receive specialist treatment. And Kate admitted with Derek's struggle to sit for long periods of time, she told how she initially thought the idea of him making the 5,000-mile trip was bonkers. Sharing how Derek's needs for 24/7 care can no longer be sustainable in the long run, Kate talked about Derek making the trip to Mexico after a doctor out there offered to help. She explained, "There's a point where money runs out. If there isn't the structure there to help long-term, what are we going to do? We can't give up on him." This particular doctor who had dealt with people offered us the chance to be a kind of test case. She added of her former lobbyist husband, "He can sustain sitting in a wheelchair for about 20 minutes before he flagged, so the thought of going 5,000 miles seemed bonkers. I think Ben Shepherd was a little bit concerned about my sanity." However, despite her pal's concerns, the broadcaster reckons the trip gave Derek hope for his future. She said, "But Ben, then got it. We sort of worked hard, and funnily enough, I sort of thought that at the end of the journey, if nothing else comes from this, the fact that Derek's done this. I can already see has said something to himself about the possibility of hope."